Welcome everyone to Lake Coatepeque in El Salvador. I'm Mario and my mom is Maribel. If you're new to the channel, Mom and I have been traveling El Salvador for about 20 days. I've compiled our trip into a mini-series, so please check out the other episodes. Like and subscribe for more. After about 2 hours from the capital, family and I arrived to Lake Coatepeque. We took a local tour that included the lake and Cerro Verde, or Green Mountain. The tour was very affordable at $15 per person. It is pretty good. This trip is a little on the farther side, so it's nice to take a bus and enjoy the scenery. We arrived in about 2 hours and had plenty of rest stops. Most companies can be found online and set local gas stations as meeting points for takeoff. The Lake Coatepeque is grand in size, and like many lakes, this formation occurs in what they call a volcanic caldera thousands of years ago. Basically, a pocket of magma recedes and the above ground collapses, forming what we know now as the lake. Let's take a better view. Time for a little exploring. We took one of the local tours of the lake. A great opportunity to get some up-close views and get some air. Definitely watch your step getting on. I think everyone was having a good time. A lot of nature to see and wild birds. Not far from the port, we learned from the guide that the president of El Salvador has a presidential retreat here. Coincidentally, he was attending at the moment with his family. A big surprise for a lot on board. I think it speaks to the beauty and cleanliness of the area. I think part of its great water quality is its size. As we moved along, the guide pointed out several security positions and National Guard on location, always to protect and serve. The President Retreat comes complete with its own docking area. The deeper we go, we start to feel lots of oxygen and see some gorgeous views. Past the presidential area, we start to see other high-status properties. One of the following properties belongs to the owners of the Pollo Campero restaurant chain. Pretty impressive. If you haven't already, I have an episode regarding my favorite fried chicken in El Salvador, a great chain found nationwide. As we kept moving along, we see other properties, among them the owner of the graphic press. Definitely a well-to-do area. I could see a lot of fun here during summer. A little BBQ, a yacht ride, and a swim in the lake. The one house we can kind of see from the boat was the Girola family mansion. Mr. Rafael Girola was a trader born in Spain. He had a lot of success and eventually married a woman of Spanish descent in El Salvador. The family enjoyed great success trading all the way from coffee, indigo, to being the first importer of European goods. A great story until... Welcome to the Girola Haunted Mansion. Story says his son and heir, Angel Girola, married a woman from Jamaica, a woman trained in the dark arts. According to legend, he made a deal with a darker force to ensure his wealth and life. Over time, many tragedies struck this house and everyone in it. Okay, I'm scared. We had a pretty good time on the boat ride, but we must move on. We take off to the Cerro Verde, or Green Mountain. The National Park Cerro Verde offers a great amount of activities. Here you will find park areas for all the family, and it is a great rest point for more. Not far from here you have the Volcán de Izalco as well. The Cerro Verde is an extinct volcano over 2,500 years ago. However, it is one of the highest cloud forests in the country at 2,030 meters above sea level. Once you park and settle, we saw lots of souvenir shopping opportunities. It was still a little cloudy, so we stopped by the famous bistro, Los Volcanes Bistro and Cafe, Cerro Verde. Unfortunately, the cloud cover was very strong, but with El Cerro Verde, it's usually very hard to time the best moment to visit. Weather forecasts can help, but when dealing with altitude and clarity levels, a little luck is also needed. We started heading down to get some rest for our final stop. Welcome to the Lago Ilopango. It is another caldera formation lake, and known to be the largest in El Salvador at about 28 square miles. This crater is also from an extinct volcano, so no worries here. As we've seen from our trip, El Salvador is a beautiful country filled with many volcanoes, historically a part of life. However, many thankfully inactive or extinct. A few here and there still keep going, but usually very rare activity. The Lago Ilopango is very popular with families, as summers can be very hot, and this is a great place to cool down, have a barbecue, or take a swim. Sadly, this was our last stop, and now towards the airport we go. All good things come to an end. We passed El Salvador del Mundo monument. One I think would have been nice to see more up close, but I think we saw a lot for my first trip in a long time. At the airport, we see some nice cultural displays and pottery. Mom and I were hungry, so we grabbed our last meal in El Salvador. I want to take the opportunity to thank my aunt and uncle, and both of my cousins, for showing us a great time, and for their care. I looked at this goodbye as more of a see you soon again. Thankfully, El Salvador is only 5 hours, and we'll definitely be back as I feel we've only touched the surface. I also want to thank everyone for watching. Please check out any of the other episodes in case you missed more about El Salvador, and I'll be watching for any comments or questions. As always, please like and subscribe for more. We'll see you guys in the next country.